The John A. Roebling Suspension Bridge is an iconic monument in the Greater Cincinnati area.
It sure is. The bridge between Covington and Cincinnati opened for traffic on January 1st, 1867. At the time, it was the largest bridge span in the world.
In CINCY Lifestyles, Mikhayla Hughes-Shaw met up with some volunteers who work to keep the bridge looking beautiful while it sings the song so many Cincinnatians know by heart.
My name's Mark Dunkelman. I'm a board member of the Covington Cincinnati Suspension Bridge Committee. Been a member for about 12 years.
And this is the cable that's the 1890s cable. I'm Ken Roth, and I'm an officer on the Covington Cincinnati Suspension Bridge Committee. The committee got started in 1975, I believe. It was just before the bicentennial. And the idea was they wanted to raise flags on the bridge to celebrate the bicentennial. And so they chose the American flag and the Ohio flag on the Ohio Tower, and the Bennington flag and the Kentucky flag on the Kentucky Tower. The Bennington flag, you may recall, is the Spirit of 76 flag that has the circle of 13 stars and the 76 in the middle, and it was very popular during the centennial, and it's believed that flag harks all the way back to the Revolution. So that's how the committee got its start.
My kind of contribution is more mechanical, fastening things and doing some of the engineering. The fact that I'm contributing to a landmark for the city that I think is pretty important. My roots are deep in this city. My grandmother talked about the singing bridge. She would have been alive at about the time that this bridge was built. So
the committee has a three-part mission statement. The first part has to do with furthering patriotism, which we do through the display of the flags. The second part is to enhance the beauty of the bridge. We do that through decorative lighting. So we're responsible for the decorative lighting on the stonework, on the towers and the piers, the so-called necklace lighting that you see going along the cables, and also the lights that illuminate the flags. And the third part of our mission is to further public awareness of John Roebling and the significance of this bridge, which is a National Historic Landmark and a National Civil Engineering Landmark. We have an annual photo contest. Usually the photo contest itself is in June or July, and we have both a pro and an amateur category. We have various categories like daytime, nighttime, and the winners get to go to the top of the bridge. We have public lectures and discussions around town, usually at public libraries. We also have self-guided tours via QR placards that are along the walkway on both sides of the bridge. Another piece of our public awareness is we have a webcam that looks down on the bridge, and it's live, and it has a 24-hour retrospective you can dial through. That is also accessible on our website. So that's a pretty cool addition that we've done recently. So donations are always welcome because it gets to be expensive to deal with the lights. We're currently in the process of replacing the flag lights, and that's a bit of an expense. But additionally, we want to have people who are engaged, they're interested in the bridge itself, and would like to get involved in the committee because, now let's face it, you know, we've got a lot of older people on the committee, and at some point we'd like to get a bench of people to backfill and take our places, just as we've done that for the people who started back in 1975. Being able to have an impact on the community on a National Historic Landmark, I mean, this is the icon of Cincinnati.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Stunning.
Oh, absolutely. And of course,
stunning.
the video there was stunning. And Mikhayla, we know that you shot this video from up there. How did you get up to the top of the bridge?
So there are over 150 steps.
Okay.
Wow.
In this cage type thing, it's a little intimidating, just a little bit. You know, you're hundreds of feet up.
Yeah.
No big deal. But it was truly a journey to get up there. But then once you get up there, the view is totally worth it. I was so out of breath, but it was worth it for sure.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at how much my daughter lives in New York, and I do the Brooklyn Bridge. I walk that, run that, and I'm just amazed at how much it looks exactly like the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yep, because the Roebling actually inspired the Brooklyn. So
Right.
It's so cool.
How about
Right.
that?
Yeah, of course. And I would say what surprised me most was just the venture up there for sure. If you look there, I'm sure if you've ever walked the bridge, you see those cages.
Oh, yeah.
I had never noticed the staircase though before. And I guess before there were stairs, they used to have to literally kind of climb across the span itself.
So like right there when they were
terrifying.
opening the gate, like, hey, follow us, what was going through your mind then?
What did I get myself into?
Yeah, I can imagine.
And they were asking, are you scared of heights? I said, well, I'm not really sure, but
just keep going.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
yeah, it was really cool though. Like I said, once you got to the top, it was totally worth it because like look at that view.
Wow.
When will I ever get another view of a bridge like that? And that is what we had to do to get to where
That
we
was
would
the
put up
exercise.
the flags. You just literally
Wow.
crawl through this.
And you got to
little
help
hole.
the committee put the flags.
I did.
To fly the flags.
So that will be flying for the next 6 months. So anytime that I look up there, this is on the Ohio side because I helped put up the Ohio flag and the American flag on that side. I get to know that I had a small hand in that. So it was really cool there. And it was really heavy for sure because those flags are both,
And windy.
I believe, 8 by 12 feet. So significantly bigger than all of us.
Yeah, that's a whole different level of wind up there.
It's very cool, though. By far one of the coolest things I've had the opportunity to do since being here in Cincinnati.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, it is awesome. But they're looking for volunteers, and they're looking for people who are just as passionate about Cincinnati and restoration and maintaining, I guess I should say, such an iconic landmark. And one thing that Ken said, he said, you know, we're getting up there in age, so we want some young folks that are willing to go up to the top of the bridge.
You can't be afraid of heights, that's for sure.
No, you cannot. RoeblingBridge.org is where you can go, and you can learn more about the photo contest that they have every year too, as well as volunteer opportunities and any community events that they have. Donations are always welcome because really their funds are what maintain all of those lights.
Awesome. That is
Very
great,
cool,
Mikhayla.
So
Thanks so
cool.
much. This was a treat for us to see that.
Yeah.